I went to the Nintendo Switch 2 experience and it was amazing. And I'm going to tell you guys everything about it. Alright, so first of all, I didn't get picked at the drawing, so I was a little bit nervous of still getting there from the waiting list. But on April 7th, I got an email with claim your offer for the Nintendo Switch 2 experience now. And of course I was directly hyped, but it was so early in the morning, I was even at school at that moment. But I directly got my ticket. I directly got my ticket from there, and I was so hyped of already getting there, even though it was still a month away. The drive to it was pretty long, I had to wake up really early for it, but it was really worth it. So as soon as I got on the station, there was a train directly going to Zaandam and not Amsterdam. I think the Netherlands is the only country that's in a different location than the capital city. Not quite sure about it, but I think it is. But that doesn't make any sense because Zaandam is not much further than Amsterdam. But so as soon as I arrived the station, there were Dutch tulips with the direction of which way you had to go to get there. That was such a nice idea from Nintendo. Really well done for that. It was so amazing already. There were a lot of red flags. Everything was there. Everything was in Switch 2 style. And then the moment of getting inside there, I couldn't wait long enough for that. It was really cool. So first of all, we had to play Mario Kart in order to get into the wall lobby, but here's some gameplay of me playing Mario Kart.
Warning: do not use any type of video material from this video. These captures are made with permission from Nintendo. Using any content will get you in a takedown.
Alright, so at Mario Kart I of course went to select the cow as first character, because I was just wondering how he will play in the game. So at first, the game itself looks amazing. So we went from a first course to a second course at 100cc, that's not really fast, which I also said is going really slow. And I also wanted to check out some tricks already, like wall jump. I didn't get that. I'm not really sure how to make that jump, because I only got on the wall right when like jumping off the glider section or a jump boost or something like that. And I also wanted to try out the charge jump already, but that didn't really get successfully because it slows you down for a little bit from my experience, because the drivers who were behind me were just passing me. So I won't do that a lot. I might not do that a lot, but I didn't do that on the TV mode. And the second game I played on the handheld mode, so it's my very first time I had the console in my hands. And I also really wanted to know if there was a 260 option, but they sadly couldn't tell me. But that's all it for Mario Kart. I will be back later on it because I also want to play the knockout tour, but after this Mario Kart of just playing versus CPUs, I was able to get into the lobby where everything was happening, and of course I went first to see the Switch 2 itself in hands and what it could do and what accessories it got. And I was really surprised at the camera, because it looks so much smaller than in the trailer itself. It's like really small. I really thought it was so much bigger, but it's like only 5 centimeters. That's not really big. It's so small. Also, when I unplugged the Joy-Cons, like it's now magnets, I noticed you can just put them in reverse. You can put the left Joy-Con on the right one and the right one on the left one, or even reverse the left Joy-Con, like it's like background. Maybe there will be an update soon. You can play upside down. Maybe there is, because I heard people saying it, but maybe there is. Maybe they will update that. I have no idea yet, but you can't play like that way. I thought the magnets will push each other away like magnets do. But they won't, they just plug in. I was really surprised when that was a thing. Oh, and coming back on one thing I saw on Twitter months ago. This picture is a no-go. That won't happen. I asked for that and it's not happening, except if you play like crazy. Then it might happen, but if you just use the console as it should be used, that won't happen. Alright, next up to the next game, and my next game I played was the Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Most people of y'all might think, why is this game not free? After playing it, the demo version, because I was able to play it for 10 minutes, or I had to come back, which I didn't, I only played it once. But after playing the demo, I kinda have feeling why it's small 10 euros, but I kinda get why people think it should be free, because it's just a welcome tour of experience what is inside the Switch 2. But after playing a demo, I played some mini games, and there's a lot of work in it. I can get the feeling why it's a small money worth it. I played the OVO game where you have to avoid those falling balls. I almost got the 30 seconds. If you get the 30 seconds, you get a medal, and with those medals you can get further into the game. And second of all, I played vibration game where you have to feel where the vibration is the most powerful. I got like 3 points away from it, so that was really cool, and it really feels like 3D. I almost got the feeling my hand is like shaking as what. The third game is just an experience game where I had to hold 2 Joy-Cons and they were like some balls. To experience just a bit, it's not a kind of minigame, you just have to do what the challenge asks you. But that was really like, it's 3D. It's the first one is like just part of sugar or something like that, and the second option is there's an actual ball inside there, and the ball function is really like 3D. It's really like, it feels like there's a ball in your Joy-Con. So that was really cool to experience. And the last mini game is the FPS game, where you have to guess which FPS the screen is moving or the object is moving. I only got the last one. I'm not really good at the last one. It was really close, guess, because I'm always streaming and recording in 60 FPS, but the Switch 2 can handle 120 FPS. I don't have a really experience with the 120, but I do have with the 60. So that was just a guess game. It was cool to experience though. Alright, so next up is the Mario Party game. This is actually an update where I'm really waiting for. So first of all, we can play the minigames, at least the 2v2. I don't know if there are more minigames coming, but at least we were able to play the 2v2 minigames. With the first one, it's air hockey. Yeah, all minigames are with mouse control, but the air hockey one is like the game I'm the most excited for. Because there it's really like you're having it in your hand. Only it's now a Joy-Con, but it's really like you have a real one in your hand. This one I'm so excited for. It was so much fun. All the Koopas, those are spawning at some point, and it's so much chaotic. I love it. I really love it. I'm really enjoying that game. Yeah, I can't wait for July 24th to that update to come out. I will immediately buy that. It's so cool. So the second one is the one we've seen on the trailer, where you have to bring those Bowser and the normal ladders to the right folder. That one is just going, I thought it was a teamwork game, but it's really a 2v2 game. It's the one who's the fastest wins. I didn't think that was a thing. I thought it was a teammate game. But it's really cool. It's a 2v2 mini game actually. I love that. It's enjoyable. It's not that hard. And you can, I made a few mistakes, but it's barely possible to make mistakes, because it's just pretty obvious which ladder has to be in what folder. So it's not the hardest mini game, but it's fun. It's fun to do with friends. Alright, so the third one is the one who builds the highest tower with blocks, like it's the minigame from Kupatlan where you have to push those hogs in order to get further. Right now it's the one who builds the highest one, and the trick of this is you build it with blocks and the hogs you put on top later, because otherwise the tower will fall and you have to hold it for 3 seconds after the timer is done. If your tower falls, you're still out, you still lose. So that's a cool edit though. I know, I get the feeling why they added those 3 extra seconds at the end, just in case the tower doesn't fall in the meantime. I get why they did that, but it's just a strategy game. I love it. Also 2v2 mouse control, and you have to hold the mouse control. It's not only mouse control, by the way. You also have to rotate it. You can rotate off the table just in your hand, like you just rotate it like this way, but not for too long, otherwise the mouse control will be like malfunctioning a little bit. And the fourth one is the game where you have to ride through a straight line, but watch out you're not getting bounced off. It's really small. Those twomps are also a little bit annoying, and you can push each other from the road. The only thing I don't like with this minigame, it's taking really long to respawn after you got pushed off or you get stamped by a twomp. I don't know why that's the thing, if you get stamped by a twomp you have to return. And the last one is if you get over the finish to respawn, but the respawning time is like 7 seconds. That's really long. And any further, the game is really fun. It's really like, it's a toy car. It's enjoyable. Not my favorite game, because the favorite game is the air hockey one, but these games are just fun to get at it. It's a cool edit game. I love them. And the fifth one is the game where you have to paint those bombs in order to get points. But this game works like, it's not the same as the Mario Party 8 game where you just have to shoot them. No, it's just really with gravity. The team that has inked the bomb for the most, it's like Splatoon right now, get the points. And King Bomb is 3 points worth it. And I played the game twice and I kept getting that King Bomb to decide the winning team, because we just got so close to the tie, and that's why though. And the final minigame is the one where you have to move the toad through an escape room or something like that. It's really similar with this game where there's current on. There are also the small checkpoints. If the toad will get hit by the wall, it will respawn at a checkpoint where you get through. And the fun part of this, you can push each other into it. So I tried doing that with an opponent, but I failed that. It was so much fun actually. That point is also really fun.
Oh nee! Ik dacht je even de andere kant op bent, dus wil ik haar nog wel een kans te geven. Want een beetje mij aan de kant.
And those are the minigames we played. There's also the TV mode with Bowser. That one you have to play 2 small minigames, and the final minigame is where you have to move and scream the most in order to win. And that was the most awkward moment.
Even kijken. Volgens mij staat hij iets te ver weg, lijkt wel.
That is it for Mario Party, and I'm really excited to get played on July 24th. I'm really looking forward. Alright, now we're still at the Mario games, because let's move over to the Donkey Kong game. To be fair, I've never played a Donkey Kong game before. I did play it once with a friend, but I don't own any Donkey Kong games. I did download the demo, but I never played it actually. Maybe I should. But this Donkey Kong Bananza game was actually pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. All those gold was built a little bit too overexcited, I think, but you can literally break everything, and I don't know if that's in the past Donkey Kong games as well, but I enjoyed the game. The boss fight was not that hard, but it was just a demo for 20 minutes. But in those 20 minutes I learned a lot actually. It was pretty interesting, it was cool to see. Maybe I will actually buy it because it looks so cool, it was fun to do. And yeah, that was actually for Donkey Kong actually. Alright, we're still at the Mario games. Let's move a little bit back to Mario Kart again. But now we're gonna talk about Knockout Tour. Knockout Tour is a pretty fun game. At the experience, there were 24 screens and we all 24 battled versus each other. Every elimination, 4 people were getting eliminated. Pretty interesting, so it were at the end less chaotic, but the less chaotic, the shorter the track it was. So it was hard to get first. Now there's one thing I do have to change because I'm still interested in holding the item button, but in Mario Kart World it's so that the item will automatically be in your bag, so that's a little bit different because I am used to hold the R button to hold the item in my bag, but as soon as I hold the R button the item will move away, so I gotta change that. I gotta have the feeling to do that, but at the experience I couldn't. I just held the R button the most times, but so I made those mistakes a lot. The water, I'm not really sure if it's just me, but it drives lower than actually on track, but that's I got that feeling. I'm not sure if that's actually the case, but it feels slower to me. Another thing I noticed is that the cars take less damage. You're not getting stopped if you're driving into the car from the side, but if you get in front, it does not take a lot of damage. You will get stopped like 2 seconds, but you keep driving forward. In Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you actually get stopped driving, or you get or you're going under the car sometimes. But that's another massive change. And another thing I noticed is the gliding. The gliding is hard to control for my feeling. The steering it's really hard. I don't know if it's just me, but it feels so much different than the other Mario Kart games. But that might be me. I'm not pretty sure about that. Any further, it's really cool graphic. I wish the speed were a little bit faster than 100cc, maybe 150cc, but they can't control that because it's just a demo version. I loved it. And right now let's move over to the Kirby game. Any further, it was really chaotic because as soon as you get hit, you lose a lot of places. I mean, I got hit on this moment and I lost like 8-9 places in just like 2-3 seconds, so it's really chaotic. It's like everyone is driving on the same line, so it's hard. You should not get hit or you will get eliminated. I got a lot of close through, sometimes even as last. Oh, that is so stupid actually. Right now let's move over to the Kirby game. Now on the Kirby game I just did the easy mode because I'm not pretty familiar with any Kirby games. I did play one demo game, I'm not really sure which one it was. But on this demo I just did it for fun actually, because I like to play just the games I wanted to play, and that one of them was Kirby. So I just played the Kirby game. I might not buy the game because I love playing it, but I'm not really a fan of it actually. I'm not like, you know, the same as Splatoon or Mario games. I'm not really like that. So I just enjoy playing it there. But no, buying, I'm not thinking of doing that. Donkey Kong maybe, I'm not the same to that to Kirby, but it was a cool experience. It was hard to control actually because I'm used to press B as jump, but in this case it was A. B was something different. Maybe if we can change it in the settings, like we can just change the control on the Switch 1. We might be able to do that on Switch 2 as well. I might do that for Kirby if that's the case. Any further was enjoyable actually. And then the last game I played, yeah, it's really the last one. I didn't play any other games because I'm just not interested in those games. But the last game I played was the basketball game. I'm not really sure how it's called anymore. But that one was actually the hardest one I played. It was pretty hard to control. The mouse control. There was a lot going on. There were a lot of buttons you had to press. Mouse control was included. That was really cool though. But it was really hard. But once you know how to play, you might get better at it. But for me, as first time, it was really hard to get to play that. So we also didn't win the battle that was going on. Yeah, it was fun though, but for me as first time player, it was really hard. I also played that game once, so I only got one battle. I only played one battle, and any further that was it. I didn't play more on the experience day. It was an amazing day. It was really an amazing day. I love doing it. I can't wait these 3.5 weeks. June 5th, I will have the Switch. I'm not sure how I will do it, but I will see that. I want to thank Nintendo for including me to the experience day. I also got this bag from them, Switch 2 on the front, where the bag includes this poster. Not really sure. Which says thank you for the experience day of the Nintendo Switch 2 in Amsterdam. No, it's in Zaandam, not Amsterdam, but whatever. This one's also included. Oh, this one's actually really nice. I might use this a lot. Picture of me taken there, that was not included. I just entered it in the bag because why not? The note block, pretty useful actually, and a pencil. Really nice actually. I loved it. Yeah, I also loved the bag. Pretty useful. Really useful. So I want to thank everyone at Nintendo, the employees, everyone, thank you. And I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next Switch 2 video.
Hey, thank you so much for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe if you haven't yet, and turn on notifications for more videos.